I bought this all from an estate auction that was just around the corner from my house, and it was an estate clearance, so I'll just run you through a bit what I got. All this what you see in the back of the boot I paid $20 for. So what I did when I went to the estate clearance, I just kept filling stuff up in the basket, and I just said to her, how much would you do for the lot? So I just kept putting stuff in the basket as I was going. So what I'll do is I'll start with the basket first, and then I'll get onto the bag. So these are all the things I got for $20, and I'll just go through with them with you. I got 2 Glomish bags from the 1970s, some old makeup, which people probably would think is rubbish, but because it's vintage and it's got the old price tag on there, I still like them. I got an old Hong Kong Disney bag, an Elvis Presley, some type of magazine. I got a crystal trinket box, like elephant. I got a coin, Aquatics coin. I got 2 perfumes. I got some vintage Santas here, old decorations from Christmas, and that's actually a battery operated one. And here on the top I got a lavender moisturizer which hasn't even been used. I got an old silver tong sugar holder, and one of the thimbles are actually physically silver. I can see a hallmark on the sugar tongs, but I haven't looked yet properly. Here I got like an incense burner and an old vintage cassette recorder, like it used to dictate like a memo, and a John Farnham cassette, old knitting needles, which I don't really collect. I just grabbed them anyway. They were actually physically in the old bag, which was a vintage bag, I think from the 1970s or 60s. It says free for all love, so I think it's a very 1970s hippie bag. And the knitting needles were in there. So that's everything that I got for $20, which I think is a pretty good steal. Like probably the silver thimbles would alone probably be $50 to $100, and the sugar tongs, the bag and everything, the whole Christmas decoration was really good. So these decorations, the lady actually physically gave it to me for free. I always look for vintage decorations, especially from the 1980s, and here's a particular good example of it. So that was just chucked in for free. And this bag, well, there's not a lot I like in this bag, but I do like a couple of these 80s Christmas decorations, and there might be a few vintage ones in there, but it's got to go through them all, but I haven't checked yet. So but there is, I really wanted this bag just for these ones, for those ones. So whatever, I got these items for free, but I do collect 1980s Christmas decorations too. So we're getting to the bag now. This is the stuff that I found chucked on the side of the house amongst the rubbish that was going to go to the trash. So I'm going to unveil it to you now. An amazing 1980s Philips Le Cube. I physically actually have a white one of these, but I haven't got the yellow one. So when I seen it in the bag chucked ready for the trash, I nearly died, and I just had to grab it. So, you know, to find this would have been in some trash somewhere. I couldn't believe it. So also there was some just face masks, but they're all sealed, so they're all like in the bag still. So I just grabbed them because they were free, and just some old coat hangers, which I'm not really interested in. But this is what I was interested in. So here is the item that I found and I was so happy to find. The only thing I noticed was the antenna. The little yellow circle is missing on the top of the antenna. But it's all complete there. It's got the original strap, sticky tape over the battery box. But it does have the original cord. And it's still got the original little label on the front, which on the speakers, which I'm quite surprised. Now, I spoke to the ladies, the daughters, and she said this was used by her mother in the 1980s for postie fashion parties. So she used to take it around to postie parties, and she used to play the music, and the people used to model to the fashion of the postie clothes. And the daughters told me that they used to do the parading in the postie clothes. Their mother was so happy that I ended up finding this, and then I ended up getting it because I collect these 1980s items. So yeah, the daughters did mention it to the mother, and I cannot believe that they were physically going to chuck this in the trash, which would have been a catastrophe. So thank you for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Press like and subscribe. I would love to have you on board. Thank you.